Imagine walking down a moonlit path in rural Japan. The air is heavy, silent, except for the faint rustling of fabric behind you. You turn, and there she is, pale, veiled, and floating, her hollow eyes locked onto yours. What would you do if the ghost bride was coming for you? Tonight, we unravel the chilling legend of the ghost bride of Japan. But be warned, her story isn't for the faint of heart. The ghost bride, known in Japanese folklore as the Hanayome no Yurei, is a spirit you never want to meet. Her story begins centuries ago, in the Edo period, with a bride whose wedding ended in unspeakable tragedy. Some say her groom betrayed her, others whisper of murder on the altar. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: her sorrow turned into vengeance, and now she roams the earth, forever searching for her stolen happiness. So, if you're planning a destination wedding in Japan, maybe double-check the guest list for undead brides, huh? The ghost bride is said to appear in a traditional wedding kimono, her face hidden by a delicate veil. But don't let that fool you, she's no blushing bride. Witnesses describe her face as pale, her eyes sunken, with a sorrow so deep it feels like it could pull you into the void. And what happens if you do encounter her? The answer might make you think twice about late-night walks in Japan. Those who've encountered the ghost bride report eerie phenomena: footsteps echoing in empty streets, soft whispers in the wind, or most chillingly, the sensation of being followed. But the most terrifying accounts come from those brave or unlucky enough to look back. If you meet her gaze, she might ask a single question: will you take my place? Legend has it, those who say yes disappear without a trace, condemned to an eternity of wandering. And those who say no, let's just say their endings aren't much happier. So if you're ever asked creepy existential questions by a floating bride, maybe just pretend you didn't hear her. The ghost bride story isn't just a tale of terror. It's deeply rooted in Japanese culture and the reverence for weddings and family honor. A wedding in Japan isn't just a union of two people. It's a sacred bond blessed by the gods. To desecrate that is to unleash spiritual chaos. Perhaps that's why her story has endured. She represents what happens when love, trust, and tradition are shattered. But what makes her truly terrifying is that her story feels universal. Betrayal, loss, revenge. Who hasn't feared the ghosts of their own past? Even in modern Japan, the legend persists. Urban explorers claim to see her wandering abandoned wedding halls, and some night shift workers have reported seeing a bride-like figure near shrines. The scariest part? No one knows if she's searching for her lost groom or her next victim. So the next time you see a shadow moving just out of the corner of your eye, ask yourself, could it be her? The Ghost Bride of Japan is a haunting reminder that some loves and some losses never truly rest. If her story sent chills down your spine, I've got another tale you need to hear. Click on the video on screen now to uncover the eerie truth behind the haunting of Room 401, Lord Dunraven's ghost. Don't keep the spirits waiting. And if you dare, hit subscribe. After all, the best way to face your fears is to keep watching.